everyone, welcome to your Mindset Day 5 Rejuvenation, or Mindset Rejuvenation Day 5 even. I'm Rose and I'm going to be taking you through your half an hour morning flow. So thank you all for joining me, and I just wanted to say that for those who did join me last Wednesday morning, I'm so sorry that the video ended up being cancelled in the end. I unfortunately had builders in doing my roof and they just were very loud. Unfortunately, it's just the roof, I guess, is very audible from the living room. But anyway, never mind, here we are. So thank you again for joining me. Happy New Year to those who I haven't taught yet, and welcome to this practice. We're going to be starting in meditation, but we will be doing a bit of a dynamic flow and then some yin to cool down with at the end. If you could please grab your props before we start, 2 blocks and a brick, and maybe a pillow if you want to sit down, maybe a blanket if you need that for your Shavasana, and then we can get going, okay? I'm just going to be 1 second just to adjust my computer screen so I can see better what you guys can see. And any comments, of course, that you guys want to leave. Okay, cool. So yeah, feel free to say hi in the chat. Feel free to let me know if there's anything that you need to flag up with me in terms of physically today, and I can try and modify the practice I have in my mind a little bit as much as possible for you, or give modifications and other options. Yes, any injuries, anything that you do need to flag up with me, just let me know in the chat. And when everyone is ready and settled with your props, we can get started. So just come into a comfortable cross-legged position when you're ready. And just bring your hands down to your knees and close your eyes. And you can just start to tune into your breath. So just take a few deep breaths just to settle in and arrive in the space. Just noticing how you're feeling today. Lifting up through the crown of the head, inhale. And exhale to feel the tailbone grounding down into the mat below. Start to activate your bandhas, so engaging your Mula Bandha, your pelvic floor lift and your lower abdomen activation, drawing your belly button back, drawing the lower rib cage and the upper abdomen inwards and downwards, your Adhyana Bandha. And start to activate your chest and your throat, the internal muscles inside the chest and throat. Drawing inwards. And as you contract the muscles in your chest and your throat, your Jalandhara Bandha, you should start to hear the sound in the back of your throat of your Ujjayi breath. And you can really ham it up, you can really turn up the volume on this sound like waves in the back of your throat, just so you can really tune in to that breath and start to build up a rhythm. Mindful breathing. So mindful breathing connects us to our subconscious. It's the bridge between an unconscious action and a conscious action. Therefore, in many ways, breath work and mindful breath can be a great tool to deal with anxiety, anything going on in the subconscious that you are unaware of, or that you could be more in control of or more conscious of. And of course it also calms your nervous system, tells your body that you're safe if you're breathing slowly, which brings you out of your fight or flight mode. So just starting to really lengthen those breaths and stay in the body, and if your mind does start to wander off, just bring the mind back into the breath and into the body. And your mind might wander off into the past or ahead into the future. Just bring it back into the body and bring it back into your breath. So we're going to do a guided breath now. So staying with it, keeping the eyes closed, and going to count you in. So breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then hold your breath at the top, using all of your bandhas, activating everything through the midline, kumbhaka lock. And then exhaling slowly, releasing the bandhas as you go, your throat, your chest, your stomach, your mula bandha, and staying empty at the bottom for 1, 2, 3. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay full at the top. Use your locks for 1, 2, 3, 4. Releasing that breath and your locks for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay empty. Use your locks again for 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use your locks. Full breath. Hold it at the top for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this time. And now letting it go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay empty. Stay empty. Stay empty, and then take a nice breath in at your own pace. So I want to do a bit more breath work with you today before we start moving, to really cleanse the system, to cleanse any stagnant, trapped energy in your body, emotional energy in your body, physical stagnancy in your body. So we're going to now take the index finger out of your right hand, and I'm going to be doing the same hand as you, and take your ring finger out on your right hand, or your second to last finger. I know it's not called the ring finger. And then you're going to bring your right thumb to your right nostril and your left finger to your left nostril. You can open your eyes, obviously, to see what I'm doing just for this moment, and then we're going to close our eyes again. So just take a deep breath in with your eyes closed, and then cover your right nostril with your right thumb and inhale through your left nostril. Hold both nostrils, and then exhale out your right nostril. You might notice one side's more blocked than the other. That's fine and normal. Inhaling through the right nostril. Block off both nostrils. Exhaling out the left nostril. Inhaling through the left nostril for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold both nostrils. Exhaling out the right nostril for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold off both nostrils. Inhaling through the left nostril for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold both nostrils. Exhaling out the right nostril for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling through the right nostril for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold both nostrils. Exhaling out the left nostril for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling through the left nostril for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold both nostrils. Exhaling out the right nostril for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Inhale through the right nostril for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold both nostrils. Exhaling out the left nostril for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Inhaling through the left nostril for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold both nostrils for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then release and breathe out your nose. Coming back, maybe bringing your thumb and index fingers together. Maybe your nostrils feel a bit clearer now. Okay, we're going to just do one more pranayama breathing technique. It's Kapalabhati, if those of you who know it, great. If you don't know it, I'm going to do it with you slowly first. So bringing your hands to your stomach. Inhaling deeply. And then when we exhale, the inhale is passive. So we're going to exhale forcefully, using the stomach muscles to push the air out. So contract the stomach muscles and really feel the air coming out with velocity through your nose. And then when you inhale without trying, and then you exhale again with velocity. So I'll just show you. So you're using your stomach like a pump, like billows, and you don't need to take the air in actively, okay? So we're going to do that for a few counts. Inhale deeply. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release all the air. Breathing normally. We'll just do one more. Inhale deeply. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale completely and hold in your breath. Exhale again. And just closing the eyes, just feeling how you're feeling now. Maybe you're feeling a bit different to when we started. Wiped those cobwebs away. So it is a difficult time at the moment, I know. So never, again, and I always say this, but never, or at least I've been saying this a lot this year, never was there a better time to really focus on your practice, your meditation, your breath work, your pranayama, as it is through our meditation and our practice that we're able to cultivate the tools to aid us in managing our anxieties and stresses about what's going on in the outside world, and that goes for whether or not things are difficult as they are now. Okay, bringing your hands together at heart center and just set an intention for your practice. Tuck your chin. Bring your fingertips to your third eye. Really set that intention with clarity. Take a breath. Maybe you want to offer your practice up to someone else. Lovely. And then when you're ready, we're just going to find our way into all fours. So just come into all fours. And we're just going to take a few movements here. So moving your shoulders, dipping your shoulders from side to side, moving your neck, maybe coming back in child's pose, maybe going forward, and maybe taking a couple of cat-cows, so inhaling, opening the chest. Really grab the ground with your hands, dip the belly, exhaling, arch the spine, tuck the tailbone under, really push the spine up towards the ceiling. Inhaling, chest up, shoulders back, tailbone up. Press fingertips into the ground. Exhaling, arch the spine, really push the ground away from you. Let your head be heavy. One more, inhale. Getting some mobility going in the spine, exhale. Lovely. And then come back to neutral, tuck the toes, and we're just going to lift the knees off the ground, so firing up those thighs and the shoulders. Just let your thighs start to burn a little bit. Just enjoy that sensation of intensity as you strengthen up those legs. Take a deep breath, really pushing up and into the shoulders. Draw the belly button back towards your spine. And then exhale, go up and back into your downward facing dog. You might be ready to bring your heels all the way down. Maybe not. Maybe keep your heels up. And that's absolutely fine. I'm going to take a couple of movements here if you need to. And then settle into your downward facing dog. So spreading your fingers wide. And just breathing deeply. Use your ujjayi breath and use your locks, your bandhas. So pulling up through the pelvic floor, your Mula Bandha, your abdomen, your chest, your throat. Activate your shoulders, turn your biceps towards one another. And draw your thigh bones up into your hip sockets. Lovely. When you're ready, inhaling, coming all the way forwards into your plank. Move these out the way. And then exhaling to bend the knees and go back and up into your downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhaling, come forwards into your plank. Exhaling, really push up into the shoulders. Exhaling, go back into your downward facing dog. Getting that spine moving. Inhaling, one more, come forwards into your plank. Push up into the shoulders, push back through your heels. Long body. Exhaling to bend the knees, really moving the whole of your spine up into your downward facing dog. And take a breath, inhale. Exhaling. Lovely, and then inhale, bring your right leg up and just let it hang open and look under the right shoulder. And then exhaling, bringing it back down. Left leg up, inhaling, twist, look underneath your left shoulder. Let it hang, and then exhale to bring it back down. Come down into child's pose. Just to ground. Just take a breath. Breathing deeply. Okay, when you're ready, coming back up into your downward facing dog. You just check the time. Okay. Coming back into your downward facing dog. And we're going to start moving. So inhale, lift your right leg up high, point the toes. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose, come forward, tuck the chin. Inhale, right leg up high. Exhale, right knee to your right elbow, come forwards, push up into the shoulders. Nice, inhale, right leg up high. Point the toes, exhale, bring the right knee to your left elbow, and we're going to bring it out, maybe come into your fallen triangle. Bring your right foot to the ground, left arm comes up. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, bring your left hand back down, and your right leg comes up. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee to your right elbow. We're going to just turn over to the outer blade of your left foot, maybe come into your tree, and we're going to come into a side plank. You can bring your right leg all the way up, or maybe all the way out into a star. Really press that left foot into the ground. Inhale, and then exhale, go down. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to your left elbow again, and this time twisting, turning into a side plank, a reverse side plank with your right leg lifted this time. Maybe you want to bring it out, maybe not, keep it bent. Inhale here, nice. Exhale, go back. Inhale, leg up high, and then exhale, bring your knee to your nose and step your foot between your hands and bring your left knee down to the ground. Okay, we're going to come up into an Anjali Asana. Bring your hands to your knees, to your knee even, and start to draw your right knee back and your left hip forward. I like to use support for my knee. No need to put extra pressure on it. So just rolling the shoulders back, breathing deeply, and just let the hips sink down. Really breathing into your left hip flexor, really grab the ground with the right foot. Lovely, and then when you're ready, inhaling, lifting the arms up. Take your Kali Mudra and start to bring your shoulders forwards and back, getting some space going there. Inhaling, lifting up, reach back. Stretch, and then exhale to bring your hands down to the ground. Tuck your left toes under, and you're going to step your left foot to meet the right at the front of your mat and fold down. Take your opposite elbows and swing from side to side. Just let your chest be heavy, head heavy. Trying to keep the legs straight, but if you need to keep them bent to get your stomach and chest to your thighs, that's fine. Just start to draw the thigh bones upwards and backwards and lean into the balls of your feet. leaning forward. Keep your neck soft, inhale. Exhale. And then rolling all the way up, slowly bend your knees. Come up, head last, inhaling, arms up. Reaching up. Exhaling, hands down through center line, Samasthiti. Lift your chest up towards your thumbs, shoulders down, shoulder blades drawing towards your spine. Keep your arches lifted in your feet and your outer blades of your feet and your toes, just pressing lightly down. Micro bend your knees so you're strengthening around the knees, and activate again your bandhas. Lift up through the crown of the head, shoulders over your hips. Push your tailbone forwards and your pubic bone back, sandwiching that energy at the base of your spine. And then bring your hands down, fingertips reaching down, inhaling, arms up, reaching back. Exhaling, diving down from the hips. Inhaling, lift up halfway. Exhaling, hands down, bend the knees, step or jump back into your plank. Inhaling your plank. Exhaling, bring your knees down, bring your chest down slowly. Keep your elbows really close. Inhaling, chest up, shoulders back, cobra. Exhaling, go back through child's pose, and then come up into your downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths, inhale. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Second side, left leg up, inhale, point the toes. Exhale, knee to the nose. Really crunch and tuck the chin. Inhaling, left leg up, point the toes. Exhaling, left knee to your left elbow. Inhaling, leg up high. Exhaling, knee to your right elbow, and you can step it through. I don't have enough space, I have to move over. Coming into your fallen triangle, right arm up. Push your hips up, inhale. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left leg goes back up. Exhale, bring your left knee towards the ceiling, and bring your foot to your right thigh, coming into your tree. Inhaling, reaching through your fingers, push your hips up, press your right foot into the ground, lovely. Exhale, bring your hand down. Inhaling, left leg high again. Exhaling, bring your knee again to the right elbow, turn over to the other side so your heel goes to the left, and come into your reverse side plank. Reaching up through your right fingertips, push your hips up, press the right foot into the ground, toes towards the right, inhale. And then exhale, hand down. Inhale, left leg up high. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose and step your foot between the hands, and coming into your Anjaneyasana on the other side. Bring your hands to your knees and just let your hips sink down. Just feel gravity pulling your hips down, just let them go, whilst drawing your left hip back and right hip forwards. Keep that alignment between your knee and your ankle and your left foot, and really lift up through the arch of your left foot so you're stable in that left leg. Nice. When you're ready, lift your arms and wrap your fingers the other way for your Kali Mudra. Index fingers out, other fingers together. Start to move your shoulders. Moving your shoulders, opening up the shoulders, and then inhale to reach up. Exhale, sinking down. Inhale, reaching back. Exhale, frame your front foot with your hands. Tuck your back toes and stepping to the front of the mat, folding down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rolling all the way up, reaching up. Exhale, hands down through center line, Samasthiti, arms down to the side. So we're kind of doing a variation of sun salutations. We're going to come down to the ground now soon though. Inhaling, arms up, reaching back. Exhaling, diving all the way down. Inhaling, lift up halfway. Exhaling, hands down, bend the knees, step or jump back into your plank, maybe lower down through chaturanga this time. Inhaling, up facing, knees off the ground, press the backs of your feet into the ground, shoulders back. Exhale, tuck the toes and go back, downward facing, take a deep breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Breathing, inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhaling for 3. Exhaling for 3. Take one more breath. Spread your fingers wide. Inhale. Exhale, lion's breath. One more. Inhale. Exhale, lion's breath. Lovely. And then roll forward into your plank. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to find our way down. Maybe take chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Hold your chaturanga if you're in chaturanga. Shoulders up. And then coming up into your upward facing dog. And then just bring your hips down to the ground if they weren't there already. And we're going to take a cobra. So when you bring your hips down to the ground, your hands will then be slightly in front, or if they aren't, then bring them slightly in front so you can start to pull the ground towards you. Maybe bring your hands about as wide as your mat. So you're coming into a seal, and just pull the ground towards you. Relax your glutes. Just let the shoulders go back. Inhale deeply. Exhale, come down, and your elbows should come out to the side. Okay, inhaling, coming all the way up. Shoulders back. Exhaling, coming down. Inhaling, coming all the way up, head heavy until the last. Leaning back, and then exhaling, coming all the way down. Taking one more. Inhaling, coming all the way up. And then exhaling, coming all the way down. Bring your hands stacked underneath your forehead, turn the feet out. And just breathe deeply. Just let yourself reset in your reclining hero. Or soldier even. Okay. When you're ready, just bring your hands back underneath your shoulders and bring your toes back together. And you're going to just push yourself back into your child's pose. Bring your hands forward and bring your head down. And just take a few breaths here in your child's pose. Breathing deeply. Just checking the time. Okay, cool. So just breathing deeply in your child's pose. Just let your chest sink down, let your head sink down. Maybe you want to bring your knees a bit wider. Deep breath. And we're just going to take one last posture. So just bring your hands to your blocks or your bricks if you have them. Don't worry if you don't. And we're just going to walk the hands forward and take a bleeding heart just to stretch out the shoulders. I like using blocks and bricks in this because it just allows a little bit more space for your chest to sink down into the ground. So bringing your hips over your knees, soften the neck, breathing deeply into the shoulders. Just taking a couple more breaths here. Lovely. And just finding your way into your tabletop. We're going to go through downward facing dog. So come through your downward facing dog and then just hop into a malasana. So transitioning down to the ground, coming into a malasana, bring your hands together, push your knees apart. Lift up through the crown of the head, let the tailbone sink down. And then let your hips come all the way down to the ground. Bring your knees together, give yourself a hug, bring your head down to your knees. Really arch your spine. And you're going to roll down to the ground, so making sure you've got enough space. Reach forward with your fingertips, rolling all the way down, each vertebra coming down to the ground. If you need to do anything here, you can take a slight bridge just to open up the front body, make it as deep as you like. You can do it quite mildly if you would prefer. Breathing into your knees, push up your hips. And then coming all the way down. If you have a back bend sequence that you want to go through, you can pause the video and then go into your back bend sequence. We don't have time to go through it together though. If you have anything else that you need to do in your practice, your Shasana, heads down, whatever it is, obviously, of course, being as safe as possible, please feel free to add that in now and pausing the video and then rejoining for Shavasana, okay? So when you are back on the mat, we will now be going into our twist. So bring your knees over to one side. Just let your body sink down. And then bringing the knees over to the other side. Keep both shoulders down on the ground. Let your body be heavy. And bring the knees back up to center. Give yourself a hug. And then let yourself go all the way down into your Shavasana. Bring your legs just wider than your hips. Let the feet fall out. Bring your arms just wider than your body. And let your whole body sink down into the ground. Just breathing deeply, staying where you are. Sitting up to speak to you, so staying where you are on your back. Let the whole body sink down into the ground. Legs heavy. With every exhale, sinking down deeper. Your hips are heavy. Back is heavy, torso is heavy, shoulders are heavy, arms are heavy, and your head is heavy. The back of your skull is sinking down into the ground. Relax your jaw, soften around the eyes. Every part of your body is heavy and sinking down into the ground. I recommend staying here for as long as you can. It's just past 1:30 now. Feel free to pause the video and stay in your Shavasana for as long as you want. Otherwise, if you'd like to close the practice with me, when you're ready, you can start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Take a deep breath in, bringing yourself back into your body, and when you're ready, you can take a nice long stretch. Bring your arms back and push your heels forward. Really stretch out your whole body, inhale. And then exhale, roll over to one side and just gently push yourself up to seated so we can close together in meditation. Just coming back to seated. Just breathing again in your body, noticing how you're feeling. Lifting up through the crown of the head, bring your hands together at heart center, send forward all of the positive energy from your practice towards your intention and towards the rest of your day, the rest of your week. And bowing down towards your fingers. Ending practicing gratitude and happy new moon. It's new moon tomorrow, so you can send forward an intention for your new moon coming back. Welcome back. So thank you so much for joining me today. As I said, happy new moon. So it's a perfect day to set intentions. I'm actually also going to be holding a new moon practice later on Zoom, so if you'd like to join me for that, feel free to find me on Instagram, which should be in the chat below, so you can message me to join that practice. We'll be doing some more intention setting and a longer practice. So thank you so much again for joining me on More Yoga, and I hope you have a brilliant day and look forward to seeing you again soon. I'm actually also holding a taster session on Friday evening with the Connection Cafe, which is a free event you can book on their website, and that is to advertise my coming up course, or course coming up even, that starts on the 21st of January, which will be astrology and chakra yoga. So hope to see some of you there as well for that. Again, it's a free event, so please do join. I'm just going to come up to the screen so I can see who's here. Thank you so much, Jane, Joshua, Susanna, Jiga. Thank you so much, and I'll hopefully see more of you again soon. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me now, or you can message me after on Instagram again, and I'm usually pretty good with replying. Let me just make sure that it's right. The Instagram, yes, it is correct. Perfect. Brilliant. So if none of you have any questions for now, I'm going to end it here. So thank you again. Thank you, Jess. And yes, hope to see you soon. Take care.